Doesn't seem to make a massive difference, does it? It's kind of creates like a line. What's going on? What's going on? Oof. It's weird to find every time I'm trying to work with these like horizontal angles. It completely fucks up the stream. I have no idea why, but yeah. What's going on? What's going on? Welcome Sarah. Welcome Harsh. What's good? I'm in BC, Canada. Yeah, BC, Canada right now. British Columbia. Yeah, it's interesting. I was on a stream yesterday and someone was requesting that I do 432 hertz tuning. Something I actually haven't explored in a while now, and I found it made such a massive difference, you know, playing at 432. It's a game changer. Let me know how the audio is. I feel it's probably decent, but I feel like I want to maybe move it closer to the speakers for that. What's good? I have no idea how to sing Ed Sheeran perfect. I don't think I'm going to anytime soon. No hate against Ed Sheeran. I'm sure he's a great human being. Dodgy. Care to explain? What's good? What's good, Vijay? Welcome back, brother. Wicked. Yeah, no, I think maybe it's this homie that's dodgy. He's just projecting his own dodgy energy, that's all. I mean, honestly, I haven't heard the word dodgy in so long, but I guess dodgy means like sketchy or confused or something. Yeah, man, I don't know. Yeah, it's morning. It's like, yeah, not even lunchtime here. Yeah. Can't say I know how to play Justin Bieber. No. Not a musician. I'm familiar with performing. Nope. I'm right now just doing improv right now, just doing sort of a meditative sound journey. Word. Beautiful, beautiful. I got you, brother. It's a midnight music. Midnight music. It's like midnight reflection music. Midnight's deep. Oh shit. Hit my guitar stand. Deep philosophical reflection. I sort of arrange my setup here. I'm used to having my whole setup usually more chilling on the side here, so it's kind of experimenting with the unorthodox angles here. Whoa. I think I went way out of tune here. Somehow. Oh yeah, my A is holy shit. My B string is way gone. One sec. Play around me with the lighting. This lighting doesn't really feel that natural. Huh. Yeah. Nah. Lighting's weird. Lighting is weird as fuck. What's good, Russia? What's good, homie from Russia? Bless. Sending love from Canada, my friend. I'm not familiar, I'd say, with the song "Mary on a Cross." Yeah, I think that's a more natural. That feels like more natural lighting. What is good? What is good, Stephanie? Fellow Canadian. We be chilling. What is good? What is good, homie from India? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? If you guys are not familiar, I'm playing with 432 hertz tunings. So basically, I took my guitar and I've tuned it slightly down from 440 to 432. So the sound is, this is what's quintessentially known is 432 is the harmony, or it's the frequency that's aligned and harmonized with nature. That's what's believed. I have to say I agree with this. I think it's more harmonious. Like, it's weird how speaking of nature, I'm gonna play some backtrack. Some white noise. What's up? Still smacking those harmonics. All day, brother. All day, brother. Bully and a Christmas Story. I have no idea what that... it's all in your mind, brother. It's all in your mind. Yeah. What's good? What's good, RELS? Cool name, cool name. What up, Struggle? Thumbs up. Thumbs up the homie with the Russian name. Very cool. What is good? What is good? What is good? Beavis and... Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know if that's even an insult, brother. Like, that's like... So are you saying I looked like a beloved, treasured TV icon or something? Like, thanks, dog, I guess. I look like a cartoon character. I mean, facts, that's, yeah. Can't be wrong with that. What's good? What's good, Sam Deep? What's good, brothers? How much weed did you smoke, man? This guy, Billy, I don't even remember you, bro, but Billy, oh yeah, badass. You're the guy that's... Right. You're the dude that was hating on... What was it? Music? I don't remember you, dog. You were the guy that was like, straight just like dumping on acoustic guitar music. Yeah, man. I don't smoke weed, bro. I don't smoke weed. Yeah. Sorry, I got nothing for you, bro. I don't do drugs. I just get high on life. Take that hat. Bruv. Billy, I appreciate you not being like even remotely as much as of a douchebag as you're being last time, but if you're gonna waste the chat with your weird remarks, bro, trust, I did my share. But yeah, if you're gonna waste the chat with your weird projections, then I'm gonna have to throw you one of those beautiful 24-hour timeout cards. You're gonna earn yourself a 24-hour badge. It's 2 clicks away, bro. I'm here to waste my time. It's all good, brother. Your time's valuable too, but I want to fill the chat with the homies, not whatever's going on here. But yeah, bro, I have tried drugs. Not bad. You know, I'd say 8 out of 10, 8 out of 10. But I have been sober for 11 years. I just do shrooms. Yeah. I feel you, bro. They're like badges of honor. Those 24-hour timeout cards. I don't give them a lot. I don't give them out a lot. I'm very open. I like my chat being full of people, but sometimes people are just, you know, they want to be timed out. It's all good. Anyways, back to the music, bro. Oh yeah, no, I mean, I'm all about the drugs that are not recreational, highly abused drugs. Like when we're talking about, you know, caffeine, I'm drinking cacao. So it's not caffeine. It's theobromine, homies. Theobromine. This is cacao. I don't drink, I sometimes drink matcha, but it's theobromine. I'm all for caffeine, though. Shout out caffeine. Shout out magic mushrooms. But yeah, dog. Hold up, one sec. Sorry. There we go. Cool, yeah. This isn't even music, dog. I think the homie just gotta hear when you're Asian. Bro, that or when you're on psychedelics. Billy's, I don't know, it's funny how Billy's being even like, he's not even being nearly as like, as salty as he was being last time. You have free will, but I mean, I don't know, bro. You're about 10 seconds away from being banned. Well, you know, timed out. So you can chill here, but you can't chat. You're losing your chat card. Because I don't got all day to waste my time. You know, just meeting the chats or just having to filter through. But it's all good, Billy. I get you, brother. I get you, brother. You got free will. Okay, I got you, bro. I got you. Don't worry. I got you. How are you streaming audio with FX and guitar? How am I streaming audio with FX? I'm so confused. I'm using... Because he's wanting to be... Alright, how do we do this? Put user in timeout. I won't put you for 24 hours. Actually, yeah, I will. Alright, peace out, bro. I'm so... I don't know. I don't get Billy. All I can say is, Billy, like, if you're still watching... I get you, brother. You know, express yourself. Your opinion's valid. Your opinion matters. But this isn't the real world. Leave these kind of arguments or your straw man arguments. Leave those for the real world. That's what I recommend. This is a YouTube stream. It's I think you're not in the right place for this. It's all good though. We all love. Let's see, come on, dude. Why are you so Oh, is this bro? Wow, this is I'm feeling popular, bro. I'm feeling popular. This is crazy. A new type of bullying. I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm like low-key, I don't even know how to like how to process bullying, where it's like I'm not your guy. Like in the real world, like I was the kind of dude that if like a bully would say something to my face like in high school, I'd be like, all right, well let's take a step outside and like let's talk about it. Like I'm not afraid. I'm cool with people trying to project their weird nonsense, but this is a stream. We're here for music. We're here for a meditative energy. This isn't the real world. This isn't, This isn't a playground. This isn't high school anymore. I think people forget, though. It's all good. People forget. Skeleton walks into a bar, asking whiskey. And a mop. Huh. I don't know, bro. I'm not sure what the skeleton... Hey, thank you, brother. Thank you, I love OS. Basically, yeah, no, what I'm doing is I'm using a preamp. It's this baby. It's a Tonewood amp. It's a Tonewood amp. And it's a preamp that stretches out the reverberation. And then what I'm doing, of course, I'm streaming this through Ableton. Like, I have Ableton hooked up. So I'm just, you know, doing an audio interface, using the audio interface to master the audio. So this is, like, very mastered. It's a very natural sound though. Like this is not like I'm not just dumping on reverb. This is a very natural, stretched out sound. Really enhancing, especially the harmonics. Yeah, the harmonics, they go far. Yo, what's good? What's good, Faroe Islands? That's dope as fuck. Faroe Islands. So that's like Sweden or some. Actually, that's not Swedish flag. Amazing. Hell yeah, the brother, the 5-MeO malt. I'm a psychonaut too, brother. I mean, I advocate, I sit in sobriety often. Like, I love sort of taking a moment away from all substances, but I love shrooms. I love changa, so DMT. Yeah. That. What's going on, Aditya? Appreciate you, Jana. Beautiful. Lots of love. I'm in British Columbia, my friend. Yeah, I'm in British Columbia, so BC, Canada. Yeah, it's cool. The last couple days, I've been playing around a lot with this baby again. Like it's the Picasso bow, the bell sounding instrument. That's a tingsha. That's a tingsha. It's a ceremonial bell. Beautiful instrument. I find actually it's kind of I do this because it's like a form of percussion, right? It's creating like a very unique, very natural, stretched out sound. But of course, also it's a healing instrument. It's a sound healing instrument. So it's used for meditation. It's kind of like a ceremonial pause. And if you can hear, which I'm sure, if you listen closely, it's like it's bouncing, like the reverberation's like bouncing back and forth, like creates a very beautiful effect. I think though it doesn't sound nearly as clear on that audio as it does. Yeah, I found recently, well, yesterday, when I was streaming, the idea is that when you're, say, playing in 432, so, you've tuned your guitar slightly down. Naturally, when you're doing a pan flute, you can actually also bend your keys, so you can change it very slightly. Yes, yes. 6 strings, 1 heart, a million feelings. Beautiful. Is DMT addictive? Damn, I don't. Technically, of course, yes, everything's addictive, but I'll be perfectly honest, you're not gonna get addicted to DMT. Like if you've ever actually sat with DMT, and now I don't do freebase DMT. I personally am more attracted to Changa, so it's like the plant form that's like has an MAOI, it's very gentle, it's a lot more gradual, a lot more gentle. But the idea is I genuinely think there's very, very little risk of getting addicted to something like DMT because if you've done DMT, it's for one, it's extremely uncomfortable. For two, it lasts and integrates very powerfully. So literally, you could do like a tiny, tiny, tiny dose, like very small dose, and that could last you multiple weeks, if not months, if not years of integration. So very little risk of getting addicted to DMT if you understand how psychedelics work. And actually, I mean, again, I wouldn't say this is the ultimanium, but a lot of people have noticed if you sit with DMT, be it ayahuasca, be it changa, or any sort of form, and you're extremely intentional with it, that is, you use it and revere it as a medicine, you understand, you research and respect the medicine, it can actually help you exit addictions, can help you exit addictive patterns. And this is very well researched, very well known. But anyway, I just wanted to be very clear for those that don't understand that. Yo, bro, hope you 100K by the end of the year. Yo, thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you, bro. We're on track. We're on track. I mean, you're not wrong, brother. I took acid and made friends with Snail. Well, I wasn't talking about acid. I would not categorize LSD with anything I just said. LSD is completely different. It is a psychedelic per se, but nah, bro. I was talking about the plant version of DMT. But honestly, bro, you're right. It's like everything, everything can be used. Everything can be abused. It's about the individual. It's about your intention, where you're at in your life with your neurochemistry. There's a lot of different variables. So yes, everything I'm saying should be taken with a grain of salt. I'm not offering any like ultimatums or indefinite advice. I'm just speaking of what I've gathered through years of studying and integrating psychedelics. And I prefer sobriety. I generally think the sober experience is the most powerful and potent state of being. Now, psychedelics again, they can be tools, but that's cool, bro. I feel you. I appreciate people wanting to speak their minds and maybe even just playing a devil's advocate, because that's part of this stream. Is like I like to express what I feel is like a broad sort of open opinion, because yeah, if there's a lot of people listening and they desire to like take away some perspective, I'd rather it be perspective that's like, yeah, balanced. You suck, honestly. I don't know. I'm not sure if I would take advice from Music Maniac. Like the homie called Music Maniac. Like, no hate, bro, but you don't really seem like Mozart here. In the world of being creative or creativity, that's the most creative name you could come up with, and that's us. I think that says it all, brother. Keep maniacing it up, bruv. Yeah. Awesome response. Thank you, dog. Honestly, I deeply resonate and revere psychedelics. Like, even I love talking about these things as a whole. Like, I'm here to hold space to talk about guitar and music, but I deeply love like philosophy, metaphysical philosophy, and all of how that plays into being a psychonaut, as the one homie was expressing like the word. Because I mean, it's probably no surprise, but maybe some of you, maybe it is a surprise, but my style of creation, like my style of guitar, actually, a lot of it is kind of loosely inspired and evoked from entering altered states of consciousness, like in a very healthy way, where it's like, yeah, guitar is very beautiful though. I think there's no wrong, but thank you. Practice turns fingers into magic, strings into freedom. Facts. Let's see if I can set a nice neutral spot so you guys can. always be overheating in these coats. I swear it's because people just be turning on the heat for some reason, like halfway through these streams. Thank you, dog. Yeah, it sounds like you're leading to is breaking through. Into breaking through. Huh. Yeah, brother, absolutely. I know there was a buddy that was on this. It was actually hilarious because like I loved like the initial interaction was like I forget. I think the dude was like projecting some disdain or something. He was kind of projecting some. He was just trolling, I guess. There was somebody that was trolling, and instead of banning him, I was like, I heard him out. I was like, okay, I'm curious what this buddy's speaking of, and yeah, down the road, basically, he spoke of a lot of how we eventually started sort of speaking about like philosophy and the ego. And I guess he very, very blatantly pointed out something that I don't think about a lot of how this is what ego death looks like. Like he expressed saying, you know, to me, I guess, like what, and I honestly, I'll be honest, I've had ego death in the past. I wouldn't say I've like recently unpackaged ego death. Like I'm still obviously, I still deal with the ego. I'm still a product of the ego for the better and for the worse. But I love this individual's fascination with the ego death because it was almost like when he came into the stream, it seemed like he was struggling or unpackaging a lot of projections of the ego onto me, of course, where it was just like he was saying these things that were just kind of outlandish, and I was like, okay, and just kind of trolling and trolling him back, and then I was like, huh. After a little while, I feel like he got the sense that yeah, it was like I was not identifying with the ego. I wasn't taking what he's saying personally. Of course I wasn't. And it was like eventually he kind of was being more transparent with I guess he was identifying that I was a person that was I guess on the other side of ego death, or maybe he was asking if I'd experienced ego death. And I was very curious because like I haven't heard that term in many years, but it just made me think a lot where I was like, man, that's really powerful. Like that he can even um see what's maybe on another side of a different form of the ego. Because even let's be real here, the ego is not a bad thing, obviously. Like it's not bad to be confident, to be self-aware, to love the dimensions of this human experience. But I think when you ultimately are an observer of the ego, something happens. And obviously in a stream, especially when I was new to stream, when I was full of people, you know, some people coming and projecting, a lot of people just being chill and being sincere. It's like a very interesting social experiment to the ego, you know, to my own ego. And I like to think, you know, I have a pretty good grip on my ego, but it's it's a continual journey. Like it's a continual thing, I would say. Especially when I have people like strangers sometimes just throwing praise at me or being like, you know, saying this and the other, and I'm like, I gotta like keep it always in check while also being like, you know, appreciative of obviously the people. But ego death is not losing yourself; it's remembering who you are before labels. Absolutely, I agree with that. I agree with that. It's returning to the core awareness of who we are before all these labels, before like what the world had to define us and all the weird like structures. And I think it's a continuous process. I find it so weird every time, like this particular. It's when you drop to 432. It seems the third string is the one string that changes fundamentally. Your ego is absolutely in check. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, Jungian, yeah, Jungian psychology. I love Jungian psychology, absolutely. Yo, thank you, brother, thank you, Lomar Arts. I found it really interesting though. This one point, this one fellow, just dying now. He's choking on water. Yeah. But yeah, this one guy was remarking how it was a very interesting conversation. He was basically expressing how the almost like what if almost like a person like myself or a person like anyone, I guess, is almost not identifying even further with the ego. It was almost like I guess he was almost like falsely labeling maybe like self-awareness and confidence or like self-esteem with like a ego. He was using as the example of being like, well, what if a person, maybe needs to have more ego or more like identify with the ego? And I was kind of curious in that because, when we think of like Alan Watts and other philosophers, when they speak of ego or Osho, the ego is apparently not inherently a bad thing. Even like I was kind of leading into is like in the 3D world, like we're humans, right? We're human beings. Our ego is a part of how we experience the human world. And it's not necessarily a bad or good thing, but it's when we almost like convince ourselves the ego is real, the ego is all we are. That's when we surely fall into like psychological traps. But what I found was interesting was the fellow was kind of basically saying that what if you as a person could integrate more ego? And I think what he was saying was like almost like, having um more confidence or even pride in yourself. And I really like this perspective, but I found this was basically what we were talking about is being humble. Like I was saying, I think there's genuinely an infinite application of being humble. Like whether you're taking a compliment or you're learning guitar, it's like there is genuinely, in my experience, being humble is like a portal into an infinite realm of understanding. It's almost like there's basically always the means to be humble and to hold a humble stance. And I guess what my friend or the friend in the stream was speaking of, he was just saying that like, but is that always the case? And I was kind of curious. I was like, if someone thinks that, almost being like, oh no, but is there like, there's not always a means to be humble, or thinking that like humble could be almost like a negative thing. I kind of looked at it and I was like, man, like, I don't think that's the case. Like I genuinely feel that like when you look deeper into life, like whether we're talking about romantic relationships, playing the guitar, learning martial forms, there is almost like never a bad time to be humbled by life. It's almost like when you get to the deeper conception of life, you look at the larger dimensions of things, you realize that there is always a means to just be like humbled by the infinite nature of things, like humbled by the most extraordinary, exquisite parts of all things that it's like how can we not just like just sit back and be humbled by how infinitely complex and beautiful all things are. It's just it feels like it's a very a very natural stance to be humbled by all this. Self-esteem versus arrogance is a web. That's valid, bro. Self-esteem and arrogance, that's such a I think what intrigues me, because like what really intrigues me, that's exactly, yeah. I was like kind of like skating around the word for some reason, but that's exactly it. Existence is humbling. Like existence, like large capital E existence is absolutely humbling. Sounds very raw. What's going on? End of beginning. Not familiar, my friend. Not familiar. Yes, yes. Yeah, but I love that. I love your perspective about even when I look at, because I remember I'll put a pin on this because I want to focus the music, but very much Tiki Tiki. Don't spam, brother. I have no idea what that song is. I've never heard Tiki Tiki song. But low key, what I think is very interesting is in the realm of like self-esteem versus arrogance, right? I really think like in a lot of these like forms of how the psyche, tries to create defense mechanisms, it tries to like almost branch out into a place where it's self-inflicting or maybe self-sabotaging. It really just comes down to self-awareness. Like it's really just like people can, it's like the difference between someone that is like has healthy self-esteem and maybe someone that is like arrogant per se is like definitely various realms of how they basically are self-aware about their thoughts, their emotions, because obviously we're all human beings. Like we all have like you know we all have like shadow aspects of ourself that we're trying to make sense of. But surely it's if people are not operating with a genuine state of self-awareness where they're just like looking objectively at themselves, like, what, is this something that I can use to learn and better myself or navigate as a more harmonious human being, then yeah, Are you into Jungian psychology? Yo, thank you, brother. I would say yes. It's funny. I haven't studied formally much Jungian psychology, but I mean, I've read the Red Book. I've read like probably like 40% of the Red Book, but I feel before I ever even like picked up a book that was relating to psychology, before I even like deeply um psychoanalyzed, and spent time like trying to go deep in my own psyche, I genuinely was extremely attracted to what I think I would almost consider intuitive psychology. It's like the psychology that you learn from basically just observing social dynamics and yeah, observing sort of the narrative and the relation you have with self. And I don't know, it's funny. I'm very deeply resonant with Jungian psychology, but I would say like psychology as a whole, but yeah, yeah. I think just Carl Jung is a very interesting individual. Such a mindfuck where favorite music starts, brother. Huh? What? Absolutely. I honestly do not know how to perform Indian music. And yeah. Did you work for investment banking? No, I actually cannot say I have. One sec. 'Cause I don't know why I find that such an interesting aspect of YouTube live streaming is like the fact of the matter. I mean, I don't like to just disappear if I have to, but it's like it's like I can just drop a hat. I'm gone back into the universe. But yeah, Midnight City. I can't say familiar with that, brother. 432, man. 432. It's very interesting. Yeah, but in response to the homie, leave less Dreamfish. I'm still very curious what Dreamfish is, my guy. So Colorado River Toad, I think familiar. Cane Toad, not familiar. Yopo, I'm sort of familiar. Vika, Ibo, yes. Abagain, yes. Peyote, yes. San Pedro, Kratom. I don't know about Kratom. Ayahuasca vines, yes. Cannabis, yeah, of course. Why not? Yeah? Hemp, magic mushrooms, yes. Salvia, I don't know about salvia, bro. And all holy medicines. I mean, I don't know. I don't know shit. I guess have been the ancient um, aboriginal and ceremonial use of those compounds, but man, some of those are a hard no. The Red Book is a rough read. Interesting. I've never thought about that. I mean, you're 100% correct. I mean, for whatever reason, I've only gotten through parts of it. There's like certain parts I'm like enamored with, and certain parts are kind of just like, it's so dense that it doesn't grip me. But I'm curious. Yeah, I think a rough read is very valid. Yeah. That's interesting to Stinky. It's like the idea of like, yeah, bro, I feel like even where I'm from, like I'll be honest, bro, there's not a lot of people like myself. Like obviously we're all unique and we all have unique perspectives, but coming down to like people that are maybe really intrigued and authentically connected with themselves and connected to say like metaphysical realms in a specific way, or maybe musicians and artists that are on the authentic path, it is a rarity. Like I'll be honest, as I walk down the streets or go to shows and connect with people and, go to random places, I'm a very much an outlier. Like, it's kind of like, yeah, it's like, and I've thought this for many years, like probably for 10, 15 years. I've always been like, okay, where are the humans that are exactly like me, that are like on a similar realm? And I'll be honest, I sometimes have found them. I find them at shows. They're usually performance artists or fellow, performance artists, almost always. But yeah, it's very rare. And let's be real here too. A part of this is how much of us, of course, by default, we're so shut off, by society, by just the way that a lot of us are like closed off. We're not like opening ourselves up. We're not like authentically present with each other. And I think, maybe when you find an intimate partner and you're like opening up intimately, you get to know everything about them, right? Then it's like you can kind of connect and empathize and be like, wow, this is like an extraordinary multidimensional human being. But it's like, it's definitely like when we look at everyday life, the way that a lot of us in our everyday lives connect with people in this like surface value way, it's it's harrowing. Where it's like, we forget that human beings are beautiful. We forget how like extraordinary and perfect and incredible we all are. But it's like, we just see blips. We see little blips and frames based on how deep we can go. And that's not how human beings are. Which your job, brother? Which my job? Which I'm in film. I quintessentially I work in film. So I'm a background actor. I do some regular acting, but primarily I just do like background and commercials. What's good? What's good, your ripe? What's poppin', brother? Yo, that's dope, Victor. Well, I love Sweden, bro. I've never been, but I want to go. I want to go to Sweden. Yeah. I'm in Canada here, yeah. How old? I am 31. Yes, I'm 31. I really think the more that I often sort of reflect on what I think a lot of us, fundamentally need to just connect with and allow ourselves to, what I found myself connect with is connect with resonance, resonance patterns, vibrations. Obviously, that's part of what I am doing here right now. Is sitting, be it through meditative practice or meditation in a meditative state, but it's like connecting with vibrations, like resonance patterns. Because I think what this does is a number of things. Is think of it, if you go to like a sound bath, and this is kind of what I'm creating. What I do is like you create sound journeys, sound baths. It's somatically like you're on your somatic body, so your nervous system, your parasympathetic nervous system. It is connecting and it's like being programmed and rewired from a place of, well, whatever you're attuning it to, whatever intention, but whatever sound that you're resonating with. You like substances. Depends what you mean by substances. How do you connect with vibrations? I mean, quintessentially, the easiest way is through music. Through music, listening to music, dancing to music, feeling into the music, singing. All those ways are like resonance patterns that connect in our body. But this is where I believe in sound healing instruments like this. Like this is a 528 hertz tuning fork. Yeah. And basically it's like I carry this with around me everywhere. And it's the same thing if you were to like go on, YouTube and search sound healing 528 hertz, right? You would get like these like meditative sort of like subliminal sound journeys. But this is more like the organic frequencies, just 528. And I bring this with me everywhere. Mainly because I like the sound. It's an interesting sort of almost like a dimension of sound healing that I bring with me. But the idea is, we really think about this. Like, if you think about the way sound works, right? The way sound healing works is every sound that we hear, we infuse intention, right? So you say you hear these sounds, or you hear the sounds around you. We're associating something with it. Now, the idea is how a lot of sound healing works, like according to the books that I've read, is basically, whoa. If you're infusing sound with an intention, be it if that intention is maybe love, maybe empowerment, maybe it's clarity, maybe it is anything, right? Maybe it's meditative energy. That actually enhances the basically the vibration of what you're infusing with it. Like, you're infusing the vibration of your energy into the sound, and it enhances its ability to heal. So basically, what I'm simply saying is, the more you associate something, like an intention, with the sound, you don't have to do this consciously. I do this unconsciously all the time. I think about what I'm infusing with this. Again, I'm not doing these things consciously. This naturally enhances the ability for sound to heal the body or to heal people around you. And again, I'm not an expert on these things. I don't even think about these things often, but this is what I've read about, and it's kind of just the nature of how sound works. So it's almost like in the simplest right. Whatever I'm infusing, or whatever you're infusing or associating with the sound, like you could carry this fork around with you, right? For example, and you could strike this, as I do. And every time I go around and meet people, I connect, and I basically infuse this, because 520 is the DNA repairing, universal harmony and love frequency. That's what this sound is. And think about it. Like, if you carry this sound with you and you strike this like 20, 30 times a day or whatever you do it, right? And then you're infusing this with your interactions. This is actually significantly changing your life. And again, these aren't things I consciously speak of, just things I've read about. Placebo plus a chime. Pretty much, Peanut. It's literally that. Placebo. The power of the way the mind forms bonds with frequencies and resonance patterns. And yeah, plus a sound. It's almost like, if you want to speak on a neurological level, it's like psychological conditioning plus a resonance. And like, sound healing is obviously, this is an ancient practice. Sound healing, a music therapist. I almost became a music therapist. I was like studying it for a period until COVID happened, actually. But the idea is, music therapy works, very intentionally. Like, you can go into a music therapist office, and a person will understand you and try to basically create a comprehensive resonance or vibrational experience, alongside obviously like psychoanalysis, to help heal you. Yeah. Hippie Bullocks. I gotta say, brother, you don't have to believe me. I genuinely suggest you don't believe me. None of this matters at all unless you understand it. Literally, even the first part of anything I'm saying will not make a single shred of sense, and I'm not going to convince you that it will. These things are real, but you have to actually understand it. You have to actually like tune into these things. Yeah. Hippie Bullocks, though. That's great, brother. I feel vibration. Yeah, it's honestly just the music alone. Like, I'm here just to create a space where I'm creating. I'm not even like let's be real here. All these little nuances aside, I'm literally here just to try to, evoke inspiration, like to plant a seed of inspiration. Be like, okay, if there's any part of what I'm doing here that inspires you to, I don't know, try to dive into some of these dimensions of creating music, or I don't know, doing anything or expressing yourself, then this alone is my intention. Your favorite music stars. Heck yeah. Comments, brother. Can I associate any noise and sounds with our noises? I have no idea, bro. I have no idea. I'm sure you could, dog, if you really desire to. If you really desire to. Nira, how to be confident. I mean, shit, that's a very multifaceted thing. But I'll be real here. Like, I've talked about this in the past, so keep it relatively brief. But I think the key to being confident per se, because I'm obviously not like the master of any of this shit. Like, I'm still learning and packaging my own ways of expressing myself. You may think like, I'm doing a live stream, I create YouTube content where I'm confident enough, to perform music, to speak my mind, um to really just channel words and things in a place where it's like intuitive. I had to practice these things. And let's be honest here, a lot of confidence is just the ability to practice doing things outside of your comfort zone. It's literally just that. Like, to be honest, I do this all the time. Most of the things in my life, actually, I'll be honest, is me literally pushing myself outside of my comfort zone, like all the fucking time. So if you're quintessentially by default not confident, like you generally feel like, I mean, obviously it's human to feel, emotions. If you feel anxious, if you feel sad sometimes, you feel insecure, these are human emotions. That's okay. You just got to embrace that. You got to learn that you're a human. We all feel these things. But the reality is, if you're not embracing discomfort, then that's a whole nother realm. That's often why, for whatever reason, you'll feel like paralysis in moments where you should be leaning into discomfort. Because this is the kind of core thing is, if you're not like, naturally feeling the will or the desire to act when discomfort is present, be it maybe you feel like unconfident, then this is a deeper thing you need to address. Basically, you need to create a relationship with discomfort gradually. Whether it's going out of your comfort zone, and there's a billion different ways you can push yourself out of your comfort zone. And for me, this is the example that I use a lot is I go to raves all the time, dance events. I don't do drugs, I do not drink. And this is the idea. Here's your quintessential example. Is like, for a lot of people, when you try to dance, like, you go to a show and you dance and you're connecting with your body and you're having fun, a lot of people, they might feel anxious, they might feel insecure. I don't know about, I can't speak for all of you guys, but I'm saying in general, like, most people have anxiety and insecurity about dancing. I don't know why it is. I mean, I used to when I was much younger. I've been dancing and I'm a performance artist for like 15, 16 years. So now I've developed a relationship with the discomfort that is basically dancing, being in a social context, completely sober, and, say engaging with the opposite sex, like meeting women and connecting and dancing with them. This is a thing that the more you gradually allow yourself to push yourself out of that comfort zone, like, maybe you feel anxious, maybe you feel insecure, and you allow yourself to sit with those emotions and conquer those, the natural byproduct will be confidence. It's the same thing if you're like, I'm going to go for a run in the forest, and you go and plunge in the river, right? You might feel extremely uncomfortable to do that. You probably will, because obviously physiologically that's uncomfortable. But once you do it, I've been doing cold plunges every day for 26 days. And obviously, I've been doing cold exposure for much longer than 26 days. But the idea is that feeling of embracing the discomfort, that's truly the only way to build confidence. It's like you really have to just, and obviously, what I'm saying, the caveat is don't just like jump in the deep end. Don't just like push yourself so out of your comfort zone that, you're like traumatized. But genuinely recognize that there's only one way to become confident. It's to push yourself out of your comfort zone and embrace the anxiety, the insecurity that arises. You have to be present with your negative emotions and realize that you are not your negative emotions. You can conquer these. You can become, you can do anything you want in this world, but you have to sort of sit with that. But I'll be honest, like, long story short, I think most of the advice that I give to people about confidence is being a performance artist is probably the most powerful way to develop confidence. Like, trust me, I am not a natural at anything that I've ever done in performance art. Like, be it acting, be it performing guitar, be it performing dance, acrobatics, I do all these things, and I'll be honest, I was profoundly bad and profoundly anxious and uncomfortable to do all these things, and still am to some degree, for many, many, many years. And now the fact that I have achieved dimensions of confidence with these things is like powerful. Yeah. But do chat hippie shit nonsense in it. I don't know, bro. I think you're doing the exact same thing. You're doing the exact same thing you did before. Like it's like you I'm not gonna pretend that your limitations on how you understand people, reality, and deeper concepts makes these things not real. Like that's just like trying to gaslight. Like it's okay, brother. Like just because you don't understand these things or how to apply these things doesn't make you invalid, doesn't make me invalid. You know, we all have our own different realms of truth. I'm just answering the one homie's question. Yeah. Hey man, what's good? What's good, Capt K? It's poppin'. What's your loss when we saying? It's so far away. It's yeah, it's honestly to the one homie that's projecting. Let's be real here. If he's saying that hippie nonsense, blah blah blah, this doesn't resonate or whatever, doesn't make sense, that's okay. Like, dude, that's okay. That's literally why he's here. It's why he's here. He's here to project this. He's here to like unpackage his own misconceptions, his own misunderstanding, you know, his own projections, and be like, but this guy's full of shit. It's like, okay, that's cool, bro. Like that's you revealing where you're at, and that's okay. Like literally, you have to unpackage this stuff. You have to let the ego project your own misconceptions to eventually figure it out, hopefully. You know, so that's a part of his journey. That's completely okay. Yeah. Thank you, Miss Young. Bless you, Miss Young Mo. I'm always loving your sincerity. It's very welcome. Yes, very welcome. Thank you. Because that's the thing is like, I'll return to the music after this statement, or maybe I won't, but I don't know. But the idea is that like a lot of what you learn as a performance artist, like this is the cardinal thing that you learn as a performance artist, is your people's projections of how they perceive you, and say your art. Like you could be, you know, for example, if you're like sitting on a street corner, busking or performing, pouring your heart out, playing music, you know, whatever you're doing, you could have a people project love to you. They'd be like, oh, I love you so much, or wow, what you're doing is so powerful. You could have people like, oh, fuck this guy, what you're doing is terrible. You know, I wouldn't say I've received both, but both projections have nothing to do with you. It's a projection. You know, a person's being like, okay, this person's incredible. This person's terrible. This is them having to unpackage their own relationship with whatever you're putting out there, whatever, if it's your music, if it's your perspective. People, you know, they're looking for something to project their perspectives, ultimately so they can come to a deeper awareness. You know, some people, maybe it's like they have so much pent up negative projections that they're just looking to confirm their negative projections. But most people, they want to come to a deeper understanding, even if they're not conscious of it. So it's like, basically what I'm saying is, when you're performing in performance art, it's a win-win always. You either are awakening something within someone that's like allowing them to be like, wow, I resonate, I'm inspired, or you're awakening something in someone they're just like, I need to dive deeper, I want to do better or find a deeper dimension of things. It's a win-win, it really is. Anyways, I just felt like sharing that. Because it was very relevant for me a number of years ago when I was like really struggling with a lot, being like, man, like, how can I put myself out there? How can I like come to peace with understanding like the public conception of me as a person, as an artist? But yeah. Man, 432 hertz is very interesting. Penguin proposed by giving pebbles. Yo, that's great. Honestly, that's another reason to love penguins. I mean, if we didn't already love penguins enough, like, you know, the way they just, like, they just slide around their bellies, like, I have a feeling that, like, if someone were to, like, reincarnate as a penguin, I don't know if I believe people can reincarnate. I'm sure people reincarnate as animals, but if they did as penguins, I feel like that'd be like a spiritual journey. Learning Eric Satie. Gymopede. That song, bro. That's awesome, Kafka. That song is so beautiful. I know what's his name? The one guy who's a twin. And it's funny, I'm actually twin too, but there's a classical guitarist on YouTube. He's a big YouTuber that was on Musician Mansion, and he played that song extremely well. Yeah, Gymopedy. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Beautiful song. So like I commend you, brother. I commend you. What's good, Rakshana? I'm from BC, Canada. I'm from British Columbia. Yes. It's impossible to ignore you etched in my mind. Wow. Thank you for the beautiful poetry. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Yongmo. Did you know the cows and goats? Damn. Thank you, Miss Bean. Dropping these like super dope random facts. Like that's what we're here for, bro. Cows have best friend groups too. Oh, that's so dope. That's so great. So great. Legendary. What's good? What's good, Nkek? Nkets. So beautiful. You're incredible, Miss Yanmo. That's beautiful, beautiful words. You look handmade. I'm so confused what that means. But thank you, bro. I think that's high praise. Beautiful. What is good? What's good, Emil? What's poppin', dog? Yeah, and I don't know. I can't. It's funny. I know there was a group of people that were kind of like subscribed when I was really new, like the first 100, 200 people. And then it's like once I went from like 250 to like, I don't know, 850 or something, it's kind of just like I've gathered such a different, you know, upsurge of community, which I'm super stoked on, super grateful for. But it's like, I appreciate the OGs, like the homies that just like popped in when I was just like new and had no real momentum. So thank you guys. You guys are legends. Our music reminds me a lot of Vangelis. Beautiful, sending hug and greetings from Mexico. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much, brother. I'm curious who this homie is, Vangelis. Blessings from Canada, my friend. We out here. It's crazy. I find Vangelis music. Huh. Huh. Evangelius. Actually, I know someone spoke of Vangelis before. I'm almost positive. What's good? I'm doing great, brother. Doing great, Big Daddy Hun. Fuck. Legendary. think I'm gonna move back to standard tuning. It's gonna be a mind fuck though. When I start learning a bit of music theory, I have the conspiracy of Hertz too. Damn, son. I don't know if it's much a conspiracy, but I feel you, bro. It's a very like it's a weird parallel of music. Like I really think it's like, because here we are right now. I'm in 432 hertz, right? Objectively, I'm basically in standard tuning, but a little bit off kilter. It's very weird. And I'll be honest, I actually don't usually play in 432 hertz because, naturally in standard tuning, that's the universal tuning. That's what everyone hears as in tune. That's if you want to improvise over other music, 444 or 440 is in tuning. So even right now, it's like, let's go back to 440. So now we are going back to perfectly in standard tuning. And honestly, I haven't gone to 432 hertz probably in like 5, 6, 7 months. Because for good reason, it kind of like messes with your hearing and sort of like your perception of standard. Here we go. The one thing I notice is though, part of what I really like about 440 is, say for pan flute actually, it's one of the few instruments that you basically lean into keys. So basically, I can play 440 on the pan flute very easily. It's like if I'm in standard and I'm just like playing. If I want to go to 440 or 432, I just go slightly down. And it's very weird, but I'll be honest, it sounds extraordinary. It sounds extraordinary on these. But that being said, I'll be perfectly honest, I like 440 very much because all the scales, all the patterns, all the chord shapes that I know, have ingrained, they all apply perfectly. I don't have to worry about going slightly off kilter. But hey, sometimes that's the move. It's good to just like hop right out of your comfort zone with that. That's what I've been doing all morning. God damn, that's crazy, bro. I swear, in like a quarter of a second, my mind is like, it feels like refreshed to be like, oh shit, we're back in standard. Whoa. Because it's just like the infinite possibilities of what my mind can see or what my mind can do. Knowing I'm in standard is like instantly refreshed. Where I'm like, oh shit, like now all the chord shapes apply again. It's like when Rock Lee has like training weights and he takes off the training weights. Yeah. Do you like Enya's music? I can't say I'm familiar with Enya. I'm gonna search up Enya. I'm not sure if I'll get anything on Google, but Irish singer. Huh. Okay, from 1971. I'm not familiar, brother. That's turning my mind on a chill mood. Hell yeah, brother. I love to hear that, bro. I'm feeling pretty mellow myself. I mean, honestly, my spine's a little bit, I think, it's sitting a little weird with this different angle. Did you guys know the human tongue has unique prints, just like a fingerprint? I actually did hear, I have heard that. I love that. The human tongue, though, it's incredible. Like, let's be real here. Tongues are fucking awesome. And not just for, intimacy, but like, they're just cool, man. They're great. Very unique to humans. It's true, your laughter and your words are good. Tune your guitar. Wow, thank you. It's a breath of fresh air as per usual. So beautiful. What's up, brother? What's up, guys? Delta Blocks. Cool, bruv. You're welcome here, brother. You're welcome here, Delta. What a mindfuck, what a mindfuck. 440, baby. Just very, yes. What is good? What is good, Mexico? What's good, brother? Fuck yeah, Russia and Switzerland. This is awesome, bro. I love all those countries. Honestly, like I would love to visit. Obviously, maybe not particular Russia because I don't think I can right now. But of course, I don't know. There's just such natural beauty in a lot of like Sweden and stuff. $45 donated. Is that right? How do I accept donations? I didn't know I could accept donations, but that's beautiful. I would, yeah, nah. Beautiful. Tanzania. That's crazy, bruv. That's crazy. Who the heck is Stephen Michael talking about? I think the only list that this homie is looking to be on is the list of being shadow banned on this stream. I don't know. Well, what's the word? A timeout, a 24-hour timeout badge for the homie. Yeah. Listening to that tune on your guitar, just think of, wish there was someone with me under this open sky. Oh, that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. I agree, I agree. That sounds like a dream. That sounds like a beautiful dream. Sing Oompa Loompa. Did you like the Oompa Loompa song from freaking from Charlie and Chocolate Factory? That would be such a meme, but I can't say I know that song, brother. Play something full of aura. Damn, dog. What a request. Honestly, I have no idea really how to contextualize aura, but beautiful. Time to rest. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. I see, I gotta aim up there. I wonder. I've never actually used this a whole lot, but I've recently been playing around with this. It's beautiful. It's like a finger pick, naturally, like a thumb pick. Very interesting. There's a lot you can explore with that. Yeah. Not as ideal for pinch harmonics, though, of course, but like for slap harmonics, all these different dimensions. For naturally for chord play. Very cool, very cool. Where did I put that? Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Somehow utilize this a little bit more. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Bro's arms are cool. Thank you, doggy. Yeah, I'm just, yeah. I do lots of strength training, lots of handstand push-ups. Yes. Yeah, I'm right now trying to navigate sort of the fine balance of integrating these violin strikes. Yo, thank you, thank you. Hell yeah, thank you, Sand. Sand Beach. Appreciate you, dog. Hell yes, welcome, welcome, Red Bull Princess. Always just sending the good energy. Thank you. Blessings from Canada. You're going to make me cry. Ah. Angelic. I got to work on sort of muting those open notes, those open strings. You are strong, friend. Heck yeah, dog. Thank you. Can you tell whether the iPhone Max I have no idea, bro. What? What do you think? What do you think this is, bro? Yo, stop spamming. Stop spamming. Nah, no spamming. I think straight up, bro. Just I don't know if you're trolling or not, but just Google this. Google exactly what you're asking me. It'll answer you this in 5 seconds. I don't know. I'm not a. I don't know what this is, bro. Actually, let's do this. Let's hang this baby here. So we can kind of There we are. There we are. Could I play Naruto? I could play some Naruto. Yeah. No. Well, this pan flu. Yeah. Good luck with the chemotherapy. I don't know who you're talking about. I'm not on chemotherapy, but thank you. Nah, I got hair, bro. I got lots of hair. It's just it gets in my face because it's so long, bro. I'm actually wanting to get a haircut and kind of do like sort of a yeah, like medium length, sort of like a rocker shag or something. But I gotta get a haircut because my hair is like it's like down to like here. Yeah, what's the Naruto song? The Naruto song's like. It's in a different key though. Okay. I honestly forget what the song the Naruto theme's in. Membership and partner brand. Partner band. Sweet. Yeah, I have no idea. Honestly, that's the thing is like I'm only at like I don't even know, maybe 800 So 844 subscribers. So I think I'm pretty sure I have to get to 1,000 before I can do like, super chat or partnerships or whatever, or anything. I can't really do anything monetize worthy until I'm at 1,000. Let's see. So where's the Naruto theme? It's like. I botched that, but yeah, kind of left the right key. What's going on? What's going on, Luminel? It's a Nai, so Peruvian, it's a Romanian Nai, pan flute. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Believe. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Hey, bro, shut up. Okay. But yeah, no, basically, what was I saying? Yeah. Yeah, I use a preamp. So basically, it's a preamp that stretches out the natural reverb. That's what the tone ramp does. It's like, basically, there's this little device like this baby up here. So it's a preamp, so it stretches out the resonance pattern, and I feed it through my digital audio workshop or my interface on my computer. So it's not really delay or reverb per se, but I think it has reverb and delay settings, but I'm not using delay. Trying to remember which band really does a lot of reverb and delay. Man, I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of them do. Like a lot of the really good, like psychedelic sort of rock bands. And that being said, actually, most modern progressive rock fingerstyle artists, like the style that I do, like Alexander Misko, John Gom, um, many of them, they use Mike Doss. They use the same thing, the tonal ramp. So it's the exact same device. Maybe they use a little bit less, a little bit more. You can, basically the tonal ramp, it's like, I almost sort of see it as like an equalizer and a master. Like it does basically what a lot of what you can do on Ableton, like you master stuff. So it's got a lot of settings, but it's a very very beautiful device. Highly recommend. Shout out to Tonal Amp. Shout out Tonal Amp. They are fucking awesome. What's going on? Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Is there a song for Guns N' Roses? Use a lot of reverb. I'm honestly not familiar with Guns N' Roses, but yeah, I don't know. Hi, man. Did you see the video with the guy playing trance music with his guitars? I can't say I have. I don't know. What's this? I'm curious. What's this video called? If you have like a name of the band or whatnot. Play loudly. No. No, I can play loudly. I can play various different genres, but that's not what we're going for right here. Hi. Says a bunch of words. Okay. All right. I want to. No, I'm just trolling, bro. I mean, what do you mean by loud? Like, you mean use a pick? I think what you're saying is use a pick. I'm doing finger style, bro. Playing finger style. Man, I'm putting myself in your shoes. Why the F are you doing this? I'm so confused, bro. What you talking about? Yeah. I got you. Okay, I'll show you. I'll play some pick stuff. I'm very interested in like very progressive uh dynamics. That's what I find attractive. But let's see. Let's see what we can like do. I kind of got derailed at some point. My style is not very comprehensive. Like if I play with a pick, usually the reason I play with a pick is when I'm songwriting vocals. So if I'm going like, like I'm botching that, but yeah. That being said, too, I think, yeah. Thank you, doggy. Yeah, that's like, I play. That's the thing is, it's almost like I started playing guitar in a very like dynamic sound. I'm trying to find my other small pick. One sec. I have like an extremely thin pick, which I think is better for this style of guitar. I can only find my thicker picks right now. There we are. Thin picks. Thanks, bruv. Whoa, what happened here? But yeah, no, I mean, I love playing that style, particularly for songwriting. Like, if I'm playing vocals, that's, like, the style that I'll play. And it's also, obviously, if I have electric guitar and I'm, like, shredding or doing, like, metal, rock. But that being said, my electric guitar right now is broken. So I'm basically focusing solely on acoustic guitar. But that being said, I'm ordering an Ibanez guitar very soon. So I'll definitely be able to, like, bridge those worlds. Came back again, still talented as ever. Yo, thank you, dog. That's high praise, brother. What is the easy way to play C flat major? C flat major. Isn't it like, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think there's an easy, well, it's a pretty easy way. I think that's a C flat major. Let me look it up. I'm not an expert of chords, but I know some stuff. C flat major. I'm almost positive that was the C flat major. If you're talking about the C, a lot of flats, as I understand them, it's, you know, it's using the A shape. The A in the caged bar system shape. Let's see. C flat major chord. Yeah. 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 So C flat major. So basically, I don't know, the way I know C flat major is this. So as I kind of expressed, I want to hear something that will make me fall asleep. I got you, dog. That's my specialty. But yeah, for the guy that's saying C flat major, bro. Basically, C flat major, a lot of the flat chords, right? You're basically utilizing an A shape. So you're familiar with an A, right? You take your 3 fingers and you're playing an A chord. So you're lining, you know, your first, second, and third finger on, say, the 2nd fret on this, see, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string, and you're striking those 6. But obviously, in a C flat chord, your root note is your C. So you're putting your first finger on the 3rd fret on this 5th string. So you're starting on the 5th, and you're creating a bar chord where you're basically putting the same A shape. So it's like A shape, but you're sliding it up here. And you're striking just these strings. So you're muting the 1st, muting the 6th, or just not striking the 6th. It's the same way. I actually usually just hit the 1st string, but yeah, bro, C flat major, literally, if you can just think about flat chords, literally, if you just want an easy way to play all the flat chords, I don't even use the flat chords a lot, but when I teach like certain songs, they arise, and I'm like, oh, these are flats. But it's literally just like creating an A shape on the caged bar system, and then fretting the 5th. So it's just like, that's a B flat, C flat, and then beyond. Beautiful shapes though, like let's be real here. Flat chords are really easy and super dope. I think you can write nice songs with that chords. Absolutely, that's absolutely true. That's how like Ensenada by Sublime is written. Literally, it's this exact shape. Using actually the C chord. You start on. That's like the primary riff in Ensenada by Sublime. It's just using, I guess, the C flat and then moving to the 6th, down to the 1st. Yeah. Beautiful chords. Hobbies outside of music. I have lots of hobbies, in truth. Yeah. Hell yeah, brother. I'm glad you understand. Hobbies, basically, I'm an athlete, a tutter. I do like acrobatics, fire performance. Yeah, like I train lots of disciplines like martial forms, tricking, strength training, lots of like handstand push-ups. Yeah, so basically lots of stuff. And again, like a primary thing I do is dancing. And it's actually, I specialize in finger dancing. So it's like finger tutting, like there's tutting, right? But then there's like finger tutting, and then there's like liquid and animation. So basically, I'm a dancer, I'm a tutter. That's like a primary thing. I spend a lot of time tutting, and I love the dance community. Huge reason why I feel I am the person I am today is because of the dope dance community. And of course, also strength training. What's good, Mr. Bond? Extra bunch of, I'm not sure how to say these words. I honestly am not familiar with Indian songs, brother. Yeah. Still struggle with my F chord. Huh. Interesting. Well, the F chord... Oh, damn. Oh, damn. My cord just clipped out. Damn. I think the batteries on my guitar just died real time. I can play. I mean, I haven't... That's the thing, it's funny. I haven't recently memorized on lots of my my original songs. Like I have some songs that I've like worked on going through to record, but I actually haven't like mastered. Damn. My preamp is pretty much dead. Damn. That's okay. Good thing I'm getting a bunch of batteries in the next little bit. I might have to just wrap up this stream pretty soon, the next like 15-20 minutes. Because my guitar is dead, but yeah. I play normal A, E minor, C, G. See, facts. That's A minor or A, I guess E minor. Those are great chords, bro. Yeah, in the future, believe to achieve. I have a bunch of originals. Like, there's one, I actually have my old YouTube channel called Go Into the Dark. Beautiful song. Beautiful song. Yeah, beautiful song. I've been working on that one. But I have a bunch of, like, what I'm basically trying to focus right now is recording instrumental originals. And then I'm going to eventually go into my vocal originals. But vocal originals, they're a lot more like difficult, to perform and to studio record because they're like full on. Like, there's like a lots of dynamic stuff going on that I have to like memorize how to do. Has the rope broken? The rope. I mean, no, my batteries died on my preamp, so it's like, yeah. Appreciate you, W Cameron. Yeah. Hell yeah. Beautiful. I got you. Can you play Despacito? Can't. I don't know, bruv. I don't know. Reminds me of Tom and Jerry. Sweet. Show off the muscles. No. That's for, yeah, I don't know. This is for music, brother. I got videos on TikTok and YouTube. That's awesome, dog. That's beautiful, brother. Keep on grinding, homie. We gotta, as small YouTubers. I have a TikTok, but I honestly, my TikTok, it used to be on par with my YouTube, where I had like 100, 200 followers, and then I blew up on YouTube, where I'm now at like 850 or something. And my TikTok's still sitting at like 200, so I kind of just let my TikTok sort of sit beneath the radar. I'll probably grow it up one day, but at this point, I'm focusing YouTube. But deadass, like keep on grinding, keep on having ambitious visions with growing dimensions of YouTube. I mean, I spoke about this a lot in my other videos where I really feel, okay, a lot of YouTube, like I'll make this very short, but the idea is YouTube obviously comes down to understanding your niche, understanding, your unique value that you want to unpackage and connect with your viewer, understanding who your viewership is and connecting with them and targeting them with specific types of content. But obviously the whole other element of just being like, okay, I can make content, I like to make content, and I understand who I'm making content for. Another whole part of YouTube is strategy. You have to basically intelligently strategize and analyze like the algorithm and all the elements of YouTube that can slowly bring you to a higher place. It's almost like you're not going to be able to just grow a YouTube by doing nothing. Like you have to actually intelligently strategize and understand. And it's not even that hard. Like let's be real here. It's not like it's not even that complex. A lot of it is consistency and consistently understanding what has been done right on YouTube. What YouTube is basically developed for. What your peers or your other sort of types of content creators in the same niche, what they're doing successfully, and how you can do something similar, if not the exact same thing, but do it in your own way. See what you uniquely as a creator have to bring to YouTube. It's a lot of things, like a lot. But oh, disconnected for a second. But deadass, it's like success in YouTube really does come down to just like having an intelligent strategy, understanding how to create content, but then just like yeah, it's a very interesting experience that I think is you need to study. You need to study it. Exactly what I told you. Hell yeah, brother. How you doing? I'm doing great, bro. I'm doing great, bro. That's amazing. Heading towards individuality. Hell yeah. I am not a Pisces. I think I'm a Pisces rising. I'm a Virgo. I'm a Virgo on the cusp of a Leo. So I'm like Virgo-Leo cusp. Primarily Virgo though. But I think from what I've been told, like someone told me that, like I don't know a lot about astrology, but one of the girls I was dating, she was telling me a lot about my things, and I was just like, ah. Like, I was just like, huh. I'm a Pisces, apparently Pisces rising, and that's like, I have like a moon in something that's significant. I don't know, TikTok is banned in India. Interesting. That's crazy, dog. consistent humbling yourself, not to be seen for a while. It is 1000%. That's to W Cameron. That's the key to success in everything. Is literally just have to humble yourself and focus on the process. You have to humble the shit out of yourself and be like, not expecting, okay, I gotta make money or I gotta get XYZ. Like, you're not entitled to anything. Like, you're entitled to nothing. Like, expect, meager, if not zero results for a specific period of time. Be okay with creating specifically just for the process of creating. And that's where I was at for, like, I'm fortunate. I'm very fortunate. I've been studying YouTube for like a year and a half now, maybe just over that. And I had a specific channel before where I created all these different dynamics and it wasn't really landing. And then the last 5 months, I think it's like 4.5, 5 months, that's how long this channel's been alive. And I'm very fortunate to be exactly where I'm at, where I'm like, about 850 in about 5 months. Like that, for me, that's right on track. But legitimately, it's a process where for the first like month, 2, 3 months, I barely had any momentum. I was just grinding away, like trying different dynamics, teaching guitar, trying different shorts, dimensions, getting to start with streams. Then I would just do streams with zero audiences. Like, it really is, you have to just grind and be consistent, even though you're not getting immediate results. This is what delayed gratification is you're literally working towards a result that's not instantly gratifying you, but you see the long-term vision. And if you can do that, you will succeed. Imagine 20 random people cramming your bedroom. 20 are lots and blessed to be grateful for. Anyone stop support? It is that way, bro. It's even like, I think it's like, imagine like you have, like honestly, it blows my mind that I sometimes have like thousands of views on my streams. Like over these course of an hour or whatever, 2 hours, I get thousands of views. That's a lot of people. Like, that's a lot of people chiming in. A lot of people, witnessing my movement, witnessing my channel, my intention. Like, it really is. And like, when I even had like 10 people, I was like sick. I was like, if I had like 100 views or whatever, I was like, this is dope. Like, I'm at peace with this. But yeah, it's all perspective, bro. Good night. Thank you, brother. Sweet dreams. Yeah, okay. Thank you, honey. Heard someone say yes. Wicked. So cool. I'm a Virgo. Yes, Virgos. I don't know shit about astrology, but I think, I'll be honest here, I think Virgos, they're very well known for being, rooted, grounded. Like, again, I'm not like a astrology dude. I actually love I believe astrology is very significant, but not in the way that a lot of us, reading all these horoscopes and trying to, like, I don't know, almost like overwhelm your palate. I think obviously we are connected to the cosmos. We are the cosmos. Like, we're a part of the greater construct. But yeah, Virgos, I think they're quintessentially known for being rooted, grounded. We're in the earth. We're an earth sign, right? And I think that your most empowered dimension, like say you're rising or whatever, I'm also a Virgo Leo cusp. So as I understand, I don't know it very well, I can draw energy from the Leo dimension, which is fire. It's the fire sign. It's very fiery, action based. And my most empowered self, my highest expression of myself, is very fiery. Like, I'm very tenacious. And so I feel like over a lot of my years, I was like nurturing my Virgo energy, like rooting myself. Then I found myself dive deep. Thank you. Much love. Appreciate you chiming in. Appreciate you chiming in, honey. I can never assume, I'll be honest. I assume everyone's guys, unless there's like some vague distinction that they're a woman. But yeah, legendary. No, honestly, that's the thing, is like, I feel like I shouldn't have to say this, but obviously, we're all human beings, but this is a YouTube channel. This is a YouTube stream. We're here to like, connect. My intention is to like connect through music, through philosophy. It's not like this is not a dating app. It's not a dating structure. Even dating apps are trash as a whole. But yeah, I shouldn't have to say that, but but here we are sometimes. I mean, you're all doing great. You're all doing great with boundaries, but sometimes people just can't make that distinction, right? This isn't this isn't a dating app. The world's not a dating app. Hell, dating apps are trash. Like, let's be real here. You meet people. Like, I hate to break it to you guys, but it's like, I mean, that's not true. But you meet people in the real world. Like, if you want to find a partner, I'm telling you, 99.9% of the time, you're going to find high quality partners only in the real world. You're not going to find your partner over the online, over a dating app. This is just the truth. I'm telling you. And it's like, sure, it can happen. Sure, you can meet people, you can connect. Hell, all of you guys, this is awesome. Like, I'm honored to hold space for this, but I'm not looking, obviously, to develop an intimate partnership. I mean, I have intimate partners, but the idea is that you're gonna meet these people in the real world, like on the dance floor, beaches, fucking cafes, gyms. Like, this is the place where I meet people. So recognize that, and it gives you freedom. You know, you're free. You don't need to pretend that these portals of the online world are to meet people or to meet your intimate partners. You got the talent, the mindset, the kind soul. Heck yeah, doggy. Continue to tune in as the days go. Thank you, bro. Thank you, brother. And like the caveat is, like, obviously, I'm sure you're aware of this to some degree, but zero expectations. Like, zero expectations here. Zero pressure. Feel free to leave the stream whenever you want. Like, there's no pressure, no social pressure. You know, I'd probably at the drop of a hat, who knows, the next like 5-10 minutes, I'm gonna disappear. But like legitimately, like, don't feel pressure or expectations. If you gotta bounce, all good. People come and go. Deep philosophy, this philosophy of life. But yeah, dead ass, like, no pressure. No, I don't need a girlfriend. Good, brother. That's great. Great. So great. Yeah, there's some very distinct keys that are extremely powerful on this. I swear, it's such a game changer to learn how to play the pan flute with one hand. It's just generally like I used to always just play two hands, but there's so much you can integrate with one hand. Have you ever tried Indian food? Absolutely, brother. Indian food's great. Yeah. I mean, I've never been to like India to try Indian food, but yeah. What's good? I'm live in Germany. Very cool, brother. Very cool. Blessings from Germany or to Germany or everything. So stick to thing. Want to do live? Do your own thing. Slowly, people will like you. Gather. It is, yeah, brother. It's I. I've been doing lives like for about 3 months total. Never in my life have I ever done any live streams ever. Like, that's just the reality. But I treat live streams very similar to how I treat holding space in the real world. You know, like a friend, a stranger even, like people on a film set. I treat this like in a very like unconditional way where I'm trying to hold space, but obviously part of holding space is having an intention. And my intention is to play music. And obviously for me, I have this sort of what's the word? The advantage of knowing how to perform, like performance art, playing guitar, you know, like learning to push myself on my comfort zone to learn how to honor the dimension of performance, you know, performance art, not just like performance per se. You know, be it acting, be it playing guitar. So I think it's almost like once you exercise that, you recognize how you can create that energy. And in live streaming, it's literally just an extension of that, of performance art, in a healthy way. At least this is what it should be. I think some people, they treat live streams as, I don't know how, I've never seen other people's live streams, but I think simply what I'm saying is live streams can become something just like the human experience, just like the internet, that can serve you or not serve you. It's an extension of your energy. If you bring an energy that, you know, resonates and creates and ripples off to other people, beautiful. It will be so. If you do the so in the opposite extreme or the opposite realm, it will also do that. You know, it will become something that's chaotic and maybe not very balanced. And then that is what you will reflect. So it's beautiful. Honestly, I'll be honest, live streams are like, it's like a, almost like a psychological test or a social experiment. And if you embrace it, it can be really beautiful. And obviously, especially if you're like myself, where I have an intention, where I'm growing a YouTube channel, I'm teaching guitar, I'm trying to like create like a movement essentially. So it works. Please explain in Hindi language. Honestly, I wish I can't. I do not know Hindi, brother. All I can say is, if I can simplify this, follow my channel or chime into these streams and you'll understand. Like, listen to this, and it will make sense. Do you read Hindu religion book? No, sir. No, I have never read the Hindu religion book. No. I've actually never really read any religion books. I've read like books, like many books, but not religious texts. Hell yeah. Yo, I'm from BC, Canada, brother. And British Columbia. Pick the guitar and then pipes is whack. L's in the chat to the homie cat. No, it's all good, bro. Nah, you have talent. Why on YouTube streams? That's the weird paradox, bro. I have talent, and I honor my talent, but I'm building a YouTube channel. And YouTube streams is a phenomenal way of growing my brand and connecting with my community. So it's exactly this. They're not, what you're speaking of is not exclusive with one another. Cooking with chicken peas. I'm so confused, bro. Like, are you bonkers as fuck? Like, are you on drugs, my friend? Okay, you're saying cooking with chicken and peas without cheese. I have no idea. I have no idea. Cats, I'm super confused with you, my dog. But that being said, yes, usually I do, like, let me illuminate this. I play guitar. I'm a guitarist. I teach guitar. That's what this channel is about. My guitar is dead. Like, I can play it still, but usually I have a preamp. So, an hour and a half of this stream, I was playing guitar. I was performing, doing improv. And this last, like, 15 minutes, I've been chilling playing pan flute because I can do whatever I want. But yeah, no, my guitar part's dead. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Reminds me of Panpipe Dreams guy. There's a dude called Panpipe Dreams. That's super dope, bro. I've never heard it, so I guess there's a guy that sounds legendary. Honestly, I love the pan flute. Like, don't get me wrong, it's like, I love all music, but pan flute is a very beautiful instrument. Got you. Huh. That's dope, man. I'm from British Columbia, friends. Yeah. Oh, I see. It's a video of a man playing pipes and singing. Oh, dude, I think I've seen artists like that where they're just like they're doing like multiple parts. Yeah, I'd love to get really good at doing guitar and pan flute at the same time. Should be playing guitar. Absolutely, brother. You got me, brother. No, I'm a guitarist, but my preamp is dead, so I put down my guitar. But I agree, bro. I definitely rock lots of guitar stuff. That's for an hour and 40 minutes. I was literally playing guitar nonstop, killing it. And I would still love to play for hours more, but My preamp is dead. I need more batteries. Yeah. Yeah, that's dope as fuck, bro. I know, I've noticed there's lots of homies from India. It's because I'm streaming, I think, at this hour. There's definitely like, I stream at like, 12 o'clock. For me, it's lunchtime. But in India, I think it's like, it's their downtime hour. And also in like Russia and other parts. So I'm, blessed to get some awesome waves of audiences of Indian people, which is dope. Because like, yeah, I think they appreciate the dynamic, bro. Hell yeah. Yeah, my guitar's glitched out, unfortunately. Like, if I had, I'm gonna get some batteries in the next like hour or so. I guess it's still got a bit of battery left. Yeah, yeah. Pursuing, pursuing MBBS. Sick, dog. One guitar. Yeah, dog. One guitar is beautiful. It's what I specialize in. Yeah. Wicked. All right. Actually, I think I need to go grab some stuff. So I'm gonna end the stream now at this point. Yeah, probably. Yeah, yeah. I might start another stream at another point, but yes. So thank you so much for chiming in. If this content resonates with you, feel free to follow this channel. And thank you so much for chiming in. I teach guitar and I do improv, like I do meditative improv and various dimensions of streams. But yes, if this content resonates with you, feel free to follow this channel. Thank you so much. Much love. Bless. Bless. Ashe.